Welcome to another video of Dan Does It, and today we're going to be going through Packet Tracer 10.3.5 Troubleshoot Default Gateway Issues. So let's jump right into it. We have our addressing table. You can see we're missing some default gateways, but let's get started here. Part 1. In part 1 of this activity, complete the documentation and perform connectivity tests to discover issues. In addition, you will determine an appropriate solution for implementation in part 2. Step 1. Verify the network documentation and isolate any problems. A. Before you can effectively test a network, you must have complete documentation. Notice in the addressing table that some information is missing. Complete the addressing table by filling in the missing default gateway information for the switches and PCs. So let's go up there and take a look real quick. If we're looking at our router here, we can see the interface G00. The first 3 octets are 192.168.10. We can see that's connecting here to switch 1. This is 192.168.11. We want .10, right? So this IP address is going to be our default gateway for S1, PC1, and PC2. If we look at the interface Gigabit Ethernet 01, we can see our first 3 octets are 192.168.11. That matches right here on S2. So this IP address is going to be our default gateway for S2, PC4, and PC3. Because we get the default gateway from where it connects on the router, the IP address of the interface that connects to the router. So one more time, Gigabit Ethernet 01, this IP address is going to be for the default gateway for S2, PC3, and PC4. And the Gigabit Ethernet 00, this IP address is going to be the default gateway for S1, PC2, and PC1. So you can write that down if you want. If not, let's keep going. B. Test connectivity to devices on the same network. By isolating and correcting any local issues, you can better test remote connectivity with the confidence that local connectivity is operational. So PC1 to PC2 was not successful. IP address on PC1. So let's go ahead and see if they fix that problem. So click on PC1. Go to our desktop, click the IP configuration, and our IP address for PC1 should be 192.168.10.10. You can see that is not correct. That is 11.10, so we'll change that to a 10. Our subnet mask looks correct, and our default gateway 192.168.10.1 is correct. So now we fix that. Let's open this up and try to do that ping again. So we'll ping PC2, which is 192.168.10.11. Now we are getting replies here, so that's good. Let's go ahead and try to ping R1. So ping 192.168.10.1. Getting replies there. Let's go ahead and ping S2 now. Ping 192.168.11.2. So this one is not working. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to S2 and we'll open that up and see what is not configured correctly. So go to the CLI tab, press enter, type enable, then we'll do the show run command. Then press the spacebar a couple times. So here on S2 we have a default gateway 192.168.11.1. That is correct. But we do not have an IP address on the VLAN one. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go to config T. We'll do IP, our interface, VLAN 1, to IP address for VLAN 1 on S2 is going to be right here, 192.168.11.2. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Do the no shutdown command and end. Then let's do the show run one more time. Press the spacebar a few times. We can see we have our IP address now. And that all looks good. And our default gateway. So let's go over to PC1 and we will try that ping one more time. So if you press the up arrow on your keyboard, it will get that last ping and just press enter. And there we go, we're getting replies. You can do it one more time if you want, and we get all 4 replies. Perfect. So let's go ahead and we'll try to ping PC3 now. So we'll do ping PC3 192.168.11.10. There we go, we're getting replies. So that's good. Let's try PC4. Ping .11.11. This one doesn't seem to be working, so let's go ahead over to PC4 and see if everything is correct. We'll go to the IP config. IP address is 192.168.11.11. That's correct. 255.255.255.0 is correct for our subnet mask. And our default gateway should be this IP address here, 192.168. That is not correct. 11.1. So that is good. And so we're able to ping across the whole network now. The last thing, let's go ahead and check the configurations here. So we go to our CLI, press enter, type enable, and then we'll do the show run command. Press the spacebar a few times. Here we can see we have the IP address, 192.168.10.2. Subnet mask is correct, but as you can see, we do not have a default gateway. So let's go ahead and put that in. So we'll go into config T, IP default dash gateway, and our default gateway on S1 is 192.168.10.1. And we'll end. Let's do the show run. Now we have our default gateway. Everything is connected well, and we have 100% completion. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.